Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning and it's beautiful outside. We have blue skies. We have, I think, 10 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about, I think, negative 12 degrees Celsius. And we got a ton of snow yesterday. So it's just beautiful. I already went outside to take some pictures, and my husband's actually just plowing our driveway. And my daughter is napping, or I think she's trying to nap. It was actually funny because she crawled into her room and pulled her snuggle blankie out of bed and then kept pointing at her bed. So I just put her in the bed and she kept rubbing her eyes. So I guess she's gonna take a little morning nap now. Okay, I figured now that I'm done with my snowman or winter journals, I'm gonna take a little break from actually, it's not a break. I'm just gonna work on some random things, ephemera, that I'm gonna use for my next few journals. So you might hear my printer in the background because I'm printing a few things for my upcoming sewing themed journal. But yesterday, actually 2 days ago, I cleaned up my desk. Holy smokes, I really needed to do that because it was getting out of hand. Over here I had like this pile of papers, and all my scissors and rulers would constantly disappear in that pile. Excuse me. So I cleaned up my desk and organized like my two rolly card thingies, and then I have another big card that has different drawers. I think 10 drawers, but I have to put labels on them. But yeah, I organized, and I also organized my bin that has all my coffee dyed paper or other dyed papers. So now I'm super motivated to use up some of my scraps. So I also organized, or pulled out all the little dyed lined or dyed coffee dyed paper scraps and put them in one of those sleeve thingies, so I can actually use them up, because I just always threw them into the bin and then I couldn't find anything. And while I was organizing and cleaning up, I also made this collection of papers, ads, newspapers and stuff, and all these manila folder leftovers that I can turn into tags and pockets for my Tim Holtz journals. And I love all these beige cream colors. You might be able to hear my husband's snow blowing out now, outside now. So I apologize for any loud noises. So anyway, I figured I'm just gonna turn on the camera, interesting, and show you what I come up with my scraps. Also, like I said, you might be hearing my printer in the background, because while I do this stuff, I'm printing lovely papers that I can use in my vintage themed sewing journal, because I want to be efficient and yeah, do multiple things at once. So the first thing I found was this scrap of Tim Holtz paper, and I thought I'm going to turn it into a tag. However, I saw this little flap back here, so now I'm thinking that could be a hinge in my journal, and then I'm going to put some paper here so you can actually journal on that. So that's what I'm going to do, and that's why I got my paper scraps out. So let's see if I can actually find some sideways paper. That could work. And I'm gonna stick it closer to the hinge because I'm not sure yet how wide my Tim Holtz journals will be. So in case I have to cut some of this off. But I love this paper. It's so beautiful. Oof. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna probably just tear the edges. I love watching mass making videos where people just make a ton of tags or other ephemera. Not necessarily for the ideas, because I have a ton of ideas in my head. It's just for the motivation, because I love seeing when someone has like this gigantic stack of goodness gracious, of tags or journaling cards, and like, oh, I want that too. So yeah. And one of my drawers in my drawer cart over there, I turned into a tag drawer. So everything that can be turned into a tag, I put in there. And I think I am going to film a room tour at some point once I actually have the entire room organized, which will take me a little while, but hey, at least I started on this side, and it feels really great to have an empty desk. And I also ordered a new cutting mat that's bigger than this one that I'm gonna put on my desk, because I have this this Tim Holtz mixed media mat, or the glass thing, which I don't really need for this kind of work or crafting. And then this one is just my ugly little gluing mat, but I want a bigger one that's so I don't have like these different layers here on my desk. And I found apparently it's a really good one on Amazon, and they had either one mat, an 18 by 24 mat was $13, or three were $32. So I took the 3, and I might I'm gonna give one to my husband for his do I want this paper? This side? No, I'm gonna take this one for his workbench in the garage, for when he has to like cut little things with the X-Acto knife. And then the other one I can put on my sewing table, although I have one for my sewing. Either way, I will have a backup, which is great. Okay, so, and I still don't have a glue book. I really need to go to Goodwill. Maybe I'll go next week, because I have next Thursday and Friday off. I'm so excited. And I'm gonna probably go to Goodwill and try to find a glue book. Okay, so I want this at the top. Yes, here's the hinge. I'm gonna put that right here and see if I can make the lines straight. Okay. And if I leave, if I don't cut this off, I'll just put a little embellishment here. I have a ton of little Tim Holtz embellishments. And I don't think my Tim Holtz journals will be 100% Tim Holtz stuff, but they will have, the majority will be Tim Holtz, and then some other things that have the same style. Okay, so that's the first. And then this will just be the hinge on the page. Ta-da! That was easy. Okay, let's make some tags. There are 2 ads that I cut out from my 1952 Life magazine. No, yeah, Life. What is it called? Yeah, Life magazine. I loved her. It's like an ad for clothing or coat. And then this one is a tissue ad. Tissues and bathroom tissues. Okay, and then I have some leftover collage paper from my last time I used it. And then I have these ladies. I had those printed on a laser printer a long time ago for when I made ATCs, but I never used them. So I figured I can stick those on tags as well. And I might have to tear her out too. Okay. And yesterday I made a whole bunch of other tags and ephemera for my winter journals, and I used up a ton of the manila folder leftovers, and I was so excited to use up stash. And this one is beautiful. I like this side better. Scrapbook paper I got from my friend Kat in Australia, so I might use that because it goes with the colors. So first, let's cut some tags. This can go in the trash. Yes, I want to get better at just putting everything away as soon as I'm done using it. Okay, where's my... Here we go. I can fit one tag on here. it feels great when you finish a project. And because I make most of my journals for my Etsy shop, I'm kind of forced to actually finish them so I can sell them. Because in the past I would just work on something and I'm like, I do want to do something else, and then I never finished stuff. So now I actually finish stuff. Oh, where's the newspaper? Some of the old oh, this is 1920. Isn't this beautiful yellow paper? Let's see, there's some ads. Bangor Fair. What do I use? Oh, cool, a Red Cross ad. Nice. I am a volunteer with the Red Cross. I haven't done anything in a while because first I was pregnant, then I had my little person, and now we have Corona, so, but I love the Red Cross. They're doing great stuff. And if, for those of you who are not aware, the Red Cross does so much more than blood drives. Yes, donating blood is one big part, or collecting blood is a big part of the Red Cross. But what I did with the Red Cross is I do home fire safety. So we would have those events where we go like in different towns, and we would go to people's houses and install free smoke alarms. So if you live in the United States and you can't afford smoke detectors, you can actually get those from the Red Cross. And they don't cost a thing because Red Cross gets them donated, or they buy them with donations, because smoke detectors save lives. And you want to make sure that you check the batteries of your smoke detectors. Even if they're hardwired, you want to make sure that they have their backup batteries that work. And your smoke detectors also have an expiration date. So even though if you push the button, the test button, and it still beeps, if they're too old, the detector or the thing inside of the smoke detector that actually detects the smoke, they can get old and stop working. So you don't want to find out that it stopped working when your house is on fire. And yeah, so we would do those big events and go work with like the local fire departments and go to people's houses. They would sign up and we would go there and install them and teach like home fire safety. And I'm very passionate about that. Even though my house has never been on fire, or I've never had to rely on my smoke alarm, but it's something, it's like the home fire is so easy to prevent. And a couple of years, 3 years ago, 2 houses in my neighborhood, like within a mile radius, they were like almost neighbors. There was one house between them, and 2 houses down from us, they burned. One burned down completely, and one burned, like part of it burned. And yeah, people had smoke detectors, so they're still alive, which is good. Sorry, I'm not talking about crafts, but like I said, I'm very passionate about the Red Cross. Okay, and other things they do a lot of stuff for veterans homes. And they also, this is crooked. Let's use my trimmer. And they also go, like, if there is like wildfires, like the wildfires in California, or when there's like hurricanes or tornadoes, they deploy. And most Red Cross volunteers, they deploy for like 2 weeks. Let's see if I can find my page. This one sometimes doesn't punch, so that's why I've been using my crocodile, but the crocodile punch is not the same size as my hole enforcers, which is annoying. Actually, let me put paper on it first. Yeah, so they deploy for 2 weeks at a time, and they help with shelters and help people recover. And we also help people recover from house fires. So if someone has a house fire, the Red Cross helps by putting them up in a hotel and give them money so they can get back to their normal lives. And yeah, so that's one reason why I love the Red Cross. And it's just nice that people volunteer. And yeah, so if you are bored and are looking for a purpose in life, go volunteer, because you can change so many lives and it's so fulfilling. I love the Red Cross people. Okay, and I've met so many great people, like when we installed smoke alarms, and they were so grateful. Sometimes it's just elderly people or people that are lonely, and when we go there and like install their smoke alarms, usually we're a team of 2 or 3. So while one person installs, the other one does the home fire safety. And when I'm like, I've talked to some people and they're always alone, they're lonely, and then they're happy someone comes to visit them, and then they tell you all kinds of stories from their life, or like there's just their story, and some is heartbreaking, but they are so happy that someone's there and just listening to them. And that totally that is something that fulfills me, to be there for someone who needs who's lonely. Why can I cut straight? Ugh, I have so much stuff stuck to my scissors. Yeah, just to be there and have an open ear and listen to them. That's like my favorite part. And one lady told me the heartbreaking story of her boyfriend who has cancer, and he was just laying in bed and he wasn't doing well. And the fact that we came over and did something for them to make them safer, and I just listened to her, and she started crying. So I gave her a hug. I asked, that was before COVID. I asked her if I can give her a hug, and she was just so thankful. And that's the reason why I volunteer, because I just, yeah, it feels nice to do something for someone else, and it doesn't take a lot. Just be there for them. It doesn't cost you a thing. So, yep, like I said, the Red Cross does so much more than just blood drives, and they have so many different volunteer opportunities. Like if you just want to do office work, you can do office work. If you want to be a home fire person, like you can go to the, like when there's a fire. I remember when the first fire I had to go to, I was so nervous because there was a fire and it was a Friday evening. So we found out about it, and usually the fire chief or someone from the fire department calls the Red Cross, like my supervisor. And then she texted me and said, hey, we're waiting to hear from them. So, and then like at 10:30 on a Friday evening, she's like, okay, let's go, let's meet there. So she drove the Red Cross car and I drove my car. But the firefighters that were putting out the fire didn't know me. So the cop that blocked off the road, I told him, I showed him my badge, and he said, yeah, go through. So I had, because we had like a spot across the road from the house that was on fire, where we would meet with the owners. And I drive down the road, and all of a sudden, like 12 firefighters chase me. Ah! They yelled at me. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, I don't know what to do. So I rolled down the window and I showed them my badge, said, I'm responding. And then they let me go. But holy smokes, I wasn't prepared for that. So yeah, and then we talked with the owners and gave them what they needed for the night. Yeah. So this hole is more the same size as than the one for my crocodile, so okay. Oh yeah, I was talking about Red Cross because of the Red Cross ad on my new old newspaper. And then you can also just do work from home. You can be like a coordinator for the home fire people. There's so many opportunities, so there's usually something for everybody. And there were times where I'd just go to the Red Cross office locally once a week, and I would enter information to the computer, or I would put together the kits that we shared with the people for the home fire education. And if you have any questions about how to you can do to be prepared for a home fire, you can ask me, and I can talk about it some more. And you can also, if you have questions, you can always reach out to your local fire station, because they want you to be safe as well, and they rather want you to be prepared than not. Okay, so let's put this on there. Where's my glue paper thing? Okay, let's get back to crafting. I'm so excited to start on my Tim Holtz journals and my vintage sewing journal. Am I still in the frame? Yes. So I still have to make up my mind what size I want to make those, and what, like, if I want to make them 2 signatures or 1. I might make the Tim Holtz ones 1 signature, and then the sewing one 2 signatures, depending on how much stuff I have or how many pages I can put together. So, ta-da! One more thing about the volunteering. If you deal with anxiety or depression, I learned that I actually read a book. I can't remember what the book was called, but it was talking about the helper's high. And if you have if you always feel depressed, sometimes it helps if you do something good for others, because it makes you think less of your own problems or worries. So that's actually one reason why I started it, and I can only recommend it. It's amazing. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. I'm just telling you what what really worked for me. And it's just a great feeling to give to others, because other people, no matter how bad you feel or how low you feel, there's always someone who feels worse or cannot do anything on their own, or they need help, or they just need a kind word or kind person. Do I want this lady on here? I want to trim her out. I might trim her out, fussy cut. So yeah, it's very fulfilling. What's with my scissors? Oh gosh, I really gotta clean my scissors. Do you guys have a good tip on how to clean scissors? I tried different soaps and Goo Gone stuff, but it didn't really work too well. On yesterday, I was saying to my husband that I thought it was Sunday. He felt the same way because Friday we were off because of New Year's. So it was so nice to realize it was only Saturday, not Sunday. So we got a 3-day weekend. And next weekend I'll have a 4-day weekend, which makes me happy because I didn't take any time off between Christmas and New Year's. Too much work. But now I'm getting close to the limit of the days that I can accrue, like vacation time I can accrue. So I have to take some time off because at some point you can only accrue so much, or I can only accrue so much vacation time, and then it stops adding. I get like a certain amount of hours every paycheck, with every paycheck, and if I'm at my limit, they stop accruing, and then I'm losing vacation time, and I don't want to do that. I need my vacation time. So, and since we cannot go on vacation and travel, I'm not going to take like weeks off. So I'm just going to take a few days here and there. Oops. Okay. Hello, lady. Stick her down here. I'm a bit shaky right now. I don't know why. I already ate breakfast, but I'm hungry again. It's so weird. Some days I'm not hungry in the morning at all, and then other days I'm hungry, I eat breakfast, and then I'm like a little time later, I'm hungry again. I wonder if my blood sugar is low. Yeah, I don't know why I'm distressing this, because you can't really tell, but at least it's covering up the core of the paper, the white core. How much? 24 minutes already. Wow. Okay. So she's gonna go here, and I want to put something else on there. What else? I can hear my husband walking upstairs. I wonder if he's coming downstairs. Yeah, he was saying yesterday because we have so much snow, he can't ride his or drive his RC cars or trucks. So he was gonna take the 4-wheeler out and make some trails and tracks, and then he can run his 4-wheeler, or no, his RC trucks in those tracks. Very creative. Okay. I want it this way. I'm going to put it this way. Okay. Whoops. Ugh, now I got it on my finger. I really love this glue. The first time I've ever heard of it was from Pam at the Paper Outpost. And then I found it at Joann's, but like I said, they're like $5.49 or $5 something. A single one, which I think is expensive. But then I found them on Etsy, not Etsy, on Amazon, a 4-pack for like $10 or $11. And great, same size and a lot cheaper. So highly recommend those. And if you look for them, look on Amazon. Okay, stick her on there. Holy smokes, why am I so shaky? That's rare. I should probably eat something again. However, I want to make use of my free time while my little person is napping, because she's going to be up for the rest of the day. She doesn't take 2 naps anymore, so she naps in the morning, then she will be a little cranky in the afternoon, but if I try to put her down for a nap, she won't. So, and then this afternoon we're going to Skype with my parents in Germany, which means she's not going to nap either. So, okay, so we got this lovely lady on here. What else can I put on here? A label. Let's see. Okay, so this thing is falling apart. Oh, good. We got some labels in here. Ah! Losing all my stuff. Stay in there. What do we have? This one isn't as bad as this one. Oh gosh. This one I used glue to put those pockets in, and the glue doesn't hold the plastic. So the next one I did, this one I sewed the pockets in, so it's a little better, but everything's still falling out. There's some nice labels, but they don't have anything on them. Oh, I can use that. And then I have an idea. I need, hold on. Bags. Yes, I'm gonna tear a little bit from my, I have like 500 of these, so I can tear some up. Yep, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see if I can distress this. Not really. I can try. Okay, oh, but I can't distress this thing. I've printed labels that I bought on Etsy the other day, and I have them upstairs because I'm fussy cutting. Whenever my daughter's playing and I'm sitting next to her, I fussy cut so I can get something done. Because she doesn't want me to walk away from her. So I gotta watch her play, which is adorable. Let's see if I can... Oh. I love to watch her dance. She has like this little DJ table thing that she got from her for her birthday, which is like a turntable and makes music, and she just rocks out. She's dancing and screeching. It's so adorable. Let's do this. Makes me laugh. Okay. It says crew dispatcher T. McGuire, so maybe she's the crew dispatcher. Okay, cool. I like it. And then we have drilling spot on the back with date. I don't know if you can see date. I like it. Oh, there goes my husband with the four-wheeler. Okay, so we got this thing, and then what am I going to put on this one? Let's see if I have any more of those. No mushroom. Field label. Oh, maybe these guys. Mind frame. Oh, come out of there. Whatever you are. I want you. No, not you. This one. Can you hear the four-wheeler? Okay, I might use these and then some more of this paper. And maybe some more of this one. Yep, I think I like that. So I was supposed to receive an order yesterday in the mail, and so it's all day since 6:26 yesterday morning. It said out for delivery, but then this morning it was updated, the tracking, and it said last night at like 12:30 in the morning, it says awaiting delivery scan, or yeah, acceptance scan or whatever. But I think the mailman gave up yesterday because of the snow. So maybe I'll get it. Well, I don't think they deliver today, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get it tomorrow. So how am I gonna do this? I might do it this way. Although something else said it's out for delivery today, which I was surprised that I would get something in the mail on Sundays. We shall see. Oh, I'm just gonna put one on there. Oh, I didn't distress it. Okay. And then stick this on here. And then I think when I'm done with this one, I'm gonna have some second breakfast and watch some YouTube videos. And then I'll come back and print some more of my digital kits. Okay, so should I think I'm gonna round the corners of this. I have a ton of Tim Holtz like paper pads or papers like left over from other projects, so I'm excited to get those used up, or at least use a lot of them for my journals, even though I love them all and it's like I don't want to use them, but that's what I bought them for, right? So I shall use them. I love Tim Holtz stuff. I don't love everything he has in his collections, but like these kind of papers I love. Oh yeah, so I guess I won't be cutting this off now. I forgot. That's okay. Maybe it'll stick out of the journal. We shall see. Although it's a good size. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I make a 6-inch journal, it can fit. Okay, let's see if I can find something that I can stick in here. Maybe I'll use this leftover piece. Now I want to go four-wheeling too. Ooh, I like that. Doesn't it feel great when you use up stuff that you've had laying around for so long? I never know what to do with it. Okay. Last one. Ugh, I got all the glue on my finger again. Also, one thing I noticed, if I make ephemera while I'm not working on a journal, I tend to spend more time on this, so I has more more details, or yeah, I do add more detail. Whereas when I'm actually working on a journal and I'm like, oh goodness, I need more stuff, I feel like I'm not spending too much time on the all the separate pieces, and I don't add as much detail. So I think that's a better idea to do this, to do it this way. Okay, neat. I like this. And then we also have this tag with some journaling paper on the back. Okay, so I'm gonna have my second breakfast now before I pass out. And I will talk to you in my next video. Bye, guys.